My name is Catalin. I'm the owner of POW MMA and Chicago Krav Maga. We're going to go over one of my favorite sport-specific strength training exercises for basically boxing, Muay Thai, any of the combat sports. And that's using an adjustable head cable machine. It doesn't have to be a dual, it can be a single. And essentially you want to start by lining up the head of the cable right above your shoulder joint. And this is to prevent the cable from hitting your skin as you do the extension or the punches. We are going to start in a right-handed fighting stance. You're going to walk yourself slightly away from the cable so that the head of the cable is not resting. You're going to begin with a lead jab, and what's nice is you're going to really start understanding how the muscles integrate from the legs through the core in every single punch that you throw. You will not be compromising your punching technique at all. So if you want to be more in a Thai stance, that's okay. You can be more in a boxing stance and blade yourself, or you can be kind of a 45. Similar to more of a kickboxer or MMA stylist, depending on what school you come from. The elbow should be tucked and the cable's above my head or above my shoulder. As I punch and extend, I'm not going to vary my technique at all. I'm not going to teeter-totter, but rather work on keeping my weight centered in my legs and extending off of my torso. As I throw the punch, I am controlling the negative or the recoil, bringing it back to my guard. You want to avoid that happening. So the elbow has to stay connected to the body when you control the cable handle coming back to your guard. And that's one of the more challenging part of this exercise. As I punch, I'm going to line it up with my chin, shoulder, nose, giving me great coverage just as you would want when you're throwing a jab. And then I'm going to draw it back in, keeping my right hand connected to my guard. When I do this as a cross punch or a cross jab or a number 2 or a straight right hand, once again, starting from that perfect fighting stance, elbows down, hands tucked up at the chin, knees bent. As I punch, I'm going to turn it all the way over so that I'm still reinforcing the fact that I got to screw my right hand in if I'm going to really have a solid right hand. My left hand stays high at my face and my guard, and then I'm going to draw my whole body back without allowing the weight to whip me back into place. Pivoting each time, I'm not only pivoting, but I'm turning from my torso, I'm rotating my body, and I'm lining my punch up still with my nose or my chin, the center of my body, and you want to keep it about chin height. Avoid doing this exercise where it's just kind of a modified chest press on the cable. We want to really work a tight punching position. So that's just a quick little breakdown of one of my favorite exercises. I would even do it in intervals of time, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and do them for rounds. Once again, it's a slow and controlled pace. You're not going for speed, you're not locking the elbow, you're not compromising your technique at all.